very good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I, Shreya, Adore India Speakers League India Models Club Coordinator for the evening on behalf of Adore India and Speakers League India. Thank you for taking out time and being a part of this evening. About Speakers League. Speakers League Club is a fun, supportive environment for children and young adults to learn how to write a speech, give a speech of the cup, evaluate a speech, and run a meeting. Speakers build their confidence and develop presentation skills, responsibility, leadership skills, critical thinking skills. It's kind of thrilling to see participants new to public speaking rise and speak on a topic without preparation, which we call impromptu. Present prepared speeches and present evaluations of their peers. They become engaged and involved with the success of meeting, taking on the varied roles such as tracking the times of the speakers, counting filler words such as like and you know, selecting and presenting poetry or jokes or counting words. At every turn, members take responsibility and stretch their abilities and are rewarded for their effort and progress. Today's event is all about powerful speeches. It gives us great pleasure to announce that Study Group is the charter holder of Speakers League. The Youth Communication and Public Speaking Club of USA is now ISO 9001-2015 certified. Today's MC are Pragya and Chavi. So I would like to call Pragya to take over the meeting.
A very good evening to one and all present here. So we have again united to hear some very good dynamic speeches by our very own speakers of the Speakers League India Club. So without wasting any more time, let's start with our speeches. The first speech of the day is by our youngest speaker, but by now we are all aware of his dynamic and very strong speech techniques. So let's welcome Taha on the podium. Our next speaker is the ever smiling one. She has been famous and known for her smile always. So let's call upon Sanchita.
Good evening everyone. My name is Sanchita and today I do not have any topic, but I would love to share my experience at Speakers League. So Speakers League, it improves your speaking skills and develops your personality. Now public speaking is one of those concepts that has struck fear into many since the dawn of time. I was a reserved kind of a girl before I joined this club, and I remembered that when this fear had struck me, so when I was a child in school, I had to present something, and that moment I ruined the whole presentation because of this fear of mine, and it has been stuck into my mind since then. Since then till college life, like before I came here, I was somehow managing, but I met Shreya one day and two mutual friends, and she told me about this club. She told me that you should join this club, and I joined. And it's because of Sujata ma'am and all the other friends who did not judge me but improved me. She taught me how that the content does not matter. What matters is your behavior, your etiquette, your voice modulation. This club, the best part about this club is it does not only improve your speaking skill, it develops your personality, which is the main part of your life. And this club has also taught me that when one removes his shyness, and when one stops worrying about what others are thinking, we become more confident and free. So this was it was a very nice experience with you all. Thank you so much, ma'am, and thank you.
Coming up next, we have someone who's very bubbly and cheerful and believes in living life to the maximum extent. She's a BTech third year student in electrical engineering. Let's call upon the stage Momita Karmakar.
Thank you for this wonderful introduction. So our next speaker for today is Manav. He is a very passionate social worker and he's pursuing his BBA LLB. So let's call on stage Mr. Manav.
A very good evening to everyone. First of all, I would like to thank ma'am and Tamajyoti for giving me an opportunity to speak. Being a motivational speaker, and I realized the importance of making my country proud and achieving great heights. So I am here to deliver a speech on the topic, if I were a Prime Minister of India for one day.
A future corporate lawyer, a person who loves to travel. Let's hear our next speaker, Miss Divanshi Lohia.
Good evening everyone, I am Divanshi Lohia and my topic for today is face all challenges that life has thrown for you.
Coming up next, we have a person who loves to socialize and a big smiling face is his therapy for life. He is currently pursuing BSc Economics first year. Let's call on stage Sujata Mukherjee.
Unfortunately, Chavi, that smiling face doesn't ensure that you get girlfriends. Okay, so just like my first day at this club, today too I am at a loss of words. The reason, however, is quite different. It was fear back then, and it's the sadness of separation that haunts me now. I owe a lot to this club. So, the thought of never being able to attend another session of it gives me nightmares. It was such a happy little place, na? We would come here every Saturday, two Saturdays a month, detox our brains. We would learn so many things, interact with such a diverse variety of people. I miss you all so damn much. I miss you, Chavi. I'm a huge admirer of the way you speak. Really. I'll miss Shashwat. I'll miss Momita's poems. I'll miss Pragya's. She's not here today. I'll miss her grand introduction. I'll miss Tamajyoti's direction on how the club is to be organized. I'll miss, where is Shreya? I'll miss Shreya's calls and WhatsApp messages and the constant reminders, send me the speech, I got to have it printed. I'll miss Pragya and her where were you? And your pre-session preparations. Oh, and how dearly will I miss this little cupcake. So, I'm taking due permission from you, I'm going to carry him and her back home. So all the excuses that you have to give to that father, you please kindly take care of him. He's such a darling. And most importantly, ma'am, what do we talk about you? Thank you for being the guiding light in this 5-month long journey. I'm probably running out of time, but I'll take the liberty today to exceed a little more. I'm going to end with a very famous poem, which was written back in 1910 by Rabindranath Tagore himself. It was his vision of what a free India should look like. And as India stands today at the threshold of another beginning, I pray to the Almighty for the well-being of India and her people. I pray that poverty be alleviated from the face of the world. I pray that corruption halts itself forever. I pray that no child goes to bed hungry. I pray that equality, fraternity, justice and freedom continue to dominate themselves over all evils. India, ladies and gentlemen, is a great country. And you know what? It is these imperfections that make it the greatest. Where the mind is without fear and the head is held high. Where knowledge is free. Where the world has not been broken up into fragments by narrow domestic walls. Where words come out from the depth of truth. Where tireless striving stretches its arms towards perfection. Where the clear stream of reason has not lost its way into the dreary desert sand of dead habit. Where the mind is led forward by thee into ever-widening thoughts and actions, into that heaven of freedom, my Father, let my country awake. With that, I rest my case but not my stand. This is Sujata Mukherjee, a student of science who for once does not believe in Santa. I'm signing off for one last time. Thank you for being such a lovely audience. Jai.
Thank you, Trisha. I seriously don't have words for him. So now I'll call Taha to introduce us for our speeches and carry forward the meeting. Please, Taha.
A fun-loving, adventurous person who is always ready for new expression. A yoga freak who believes healthy is wealth. She is a BTech third-year student from Techno International College. Very dear Didi of mine, Miss Chavi Yadav.
Your introduction was as sweet as your face. So, a very good evening to our respected mentors and my dear friends. I am Chavi and today I will be speaking on the topic Digital India.
Now I would like to call our next speaker is our special Didi who loves to sleep and listen to music. She wants to travel a lot. So let's hear her speech. Pragya.
Okay, so now I know why the introduction was not shown to me. That is not true, Taha. That is true. I do love to travel all time. Okay. So firstly, no time boundaries there. And I would like to start with thanking ma'am. A very, very big thank you to ma'am for giving me this platform, and for that matter all of us, and we are speaking so confidently today. From the first day till now we have seen the change. So I apparently have lost my speech somewhere in the office, but never mind. This is Pragya, and today I'll be speaking on a topic which is really very close to me and is a dream for me, and which Taha correctly mentioned in this introduction, is traveling.
Last, yes, I want to call Oinrilla because she is here today to share some words of inspiration with you all, and she wants to share a bit of her journey also, how communication helped her. That will be interesting. Please come.
Guys, if you know that she's like this as your ma'am, how she would be as a mom. Okay. So, hi everyone. I am Sujata Mukherjee, and by profession I am qualified chartered accountant. And I started my career with Infosys 2 years back, Infosys Bangalore, and recently joined HSBC Kolkata as manager CAU. Okay. First of all, I am so very impressed with the way you guys spoke today. I really am so happy to see that at this particular age, oh my god, you guys, from this age you guys have realized the importance of communication skills. Because I would remember back in college also when I used to actually tell many of my friends that how important it is to communicate, because I had faced a lot of difficulties at certain point of time. They used to not really pay much heed. They used to feel that आज अभी college कर लेते हैं, later point of time I'll see what happens to my communication. But at one level, they all have realized today, be it my articleship career when, I don't know whether you all know, we have to go to an office to work before becoming a CA. There I remember going for an interview and really making a fool of myself. But after coming back from there, I was actually introduced to how you have to be good in your communication skills from Sujata ma'am. And that is where my journey started. Getting the confidence. See, I thought later point of time that why I lost that battle. That particular interview with a very good firm, I had lost. The biggest negative point which came up in my mind was I was not able to connect with the interviewer, which you all today did. You connected with all of us there. That's the most important part. When you all were speaking, it was so nice listening to you and you were keeping us engaged. See, if the interviewer in front of you doesn't really feel interested in what you're saying, he will not even pay heed. He will just not care. He'll say next. So, be it my previous organization or many other corporates with whom I had to go and face the interview, the biggest thing for me was understanding how to connect with him and how to have my proper body language. Because trust me, I'm sure you all have developed your technical skills well and are in the process of developing. But 50% of your interview journey is won the moment you connect and have good conversational skills with your interviewer. That's it. The person only looks. See, an interviewer, I have a lot of discussions with a lot of senior management people who take interviews. Once I was in Infosys also. Their point was that technicalities I'll be able to develop for that guy or a girl. I don't care much about that. That will be done because everybody works on it. The most important part for me is what confidence level the person is showing. That's it. So please focus the way you have been focusing. Improve on it. Many of you I saw your voice modulations. Your name is Saurabh, right?
No, I'm Trisha.
Trisha. You were very good in your voice modulations. Really good. The last speech, the voice modulations, excellent. Very good.
So all of you, please work on it. You guys are really good. Do not leave this just today is the last day of the club and then from tomorrow I'm already prepared. You are not. There's a long journey ahead. And work hard and all the best for your future. Okay? Thank you.
Now will you be our moderator and just talk to them a bit for 5 minutes? Where will it be comfortable for you to sit?
So, just wanted to know what has been your journey. Tell me your journey from the day one, or maybe previous to that also, at some point of time you faced something and how you improved. That's it. Just want to know.
Okay, so firstly, I wasn't this confident when I went for my college interview. That was our first interview that I have given till now, after school interview. So I wasn't really confident, and as you said, I also had messed it up like badly, and I couldn't connect, I couldn't speak, I don't know, I just went blank for something. And then I came to Adore, that was my first internship thing, and I joined here and I met ma'am in that course of time. I wasn't there for this club from the very beginning, but I got to know ma'am. I don't know, she saw something and she was like, she molded me, for that matter, in my personality or speaking skills, and that was something that ma'am, like, I don't know, it was not me who came up and that ma'am I want to join, it was ma'am who asked me, and then I joined ma'am, and then she asked me to join this club as well, and then it all started. I started preparing, like in our daily lives, in our college lives, we don't really prepare speeches and just tell it in front of our friends or in the mirror. We don't do that. But this thing we had to, and that was really important. That it was initially maybe it was forced or but then it became a habit. Okay, now I have to be good. Everybody is preparing. So then it all happened, and today we are speaking very, very confidently.
Do you think you have to improve something?
Yeah, a lot.
What is a specific thing that you feel you should do?
Specific thing, I think in everything, in every aspect of speaking or communicating, may it be connecting or be in my grammatical errors or be in my all these things talking very technically. So these are the things, like in every aspect I have to improve and keep improving.
Great. Thank you. Yes. I forgot your name as well. Chavi. Yes, Chavi. Yeah, tell me. What was your journey?
Ma'am, when I came here, initially I know that I had always had a good content things for whenever you give me a topic, I can make something. But when you tell me to say the same thing on stage, that's a different part of it's not my cup of tea when initially. But now I understood that speaking is not only about saying or just telling all the words. It's about your body language, your eye contacts, your hand movements, the way you present yourself, your voice modulations, and not only the content. So the importance of all these things, other than the content, I came to realize its importance when I came here, and I started working on those things. Though still I have to work a lot. I get some butterflies in my stomach when I go on stage, and I forget to smile, and these things I need to work. But from a scale of 1 to 10, if I rate my improvement, I have come to at least 4 from 0.
So before you go, you said you have those butterflies.
Yeah.
What is it that you tell yourself, you motivate yourself?
Ma'am had once told that when you go on stage, just take a very deep breath and give yourself at least some seconds of pause. That will help you a lot, and that has actually helped me. That is the only thing that I am practicing right now.
Okay. And for everyone, it's a good learning. Great.
Yes.
Yes, Shreya? Good. Tell me. Yes.
This was a very big problem for me. I remember the day of interview in Adore, I messed it fully. Then things happened, and I did not know that I will be taking part in speaker thing. One day I got a call that you will be organizing speaker thing, and so I got, what? How will I do it? I don't know anything. But yeah, everybody encouraged me. So I just started my journey in Speakers League, and then I got that I need to say speeches also. So I was messed up.
So now you are confident, better than the previous time. Like you had faced in Adore India, like you said, now you're So do you do anything at home which helps you to improve? Like this is not the last journey to the thing, no? So you think you should start something at home also? Go ahead. Great, thank you.
Momita. Taha will come last.
Yeah, Taha is a special guest. Okay. Hello, hi. Hi,
First thing is I joined Adore. I'm the volunteer of Adore India. So then I came to know about this club, and then I joined it. When I came here first time, that day I was very nervous and I was blank. Ma'am knew that I was blank totally. That day I couldn't speak anything. So from that day, ma'am always taught me that how to improve, how to overcome your fear. So for this thing, thank you so much, ma'am. Now I am very confident and I can say anything, and I improved a lot. And thanks to my two roommates, Chavi and Pragya, they helped me a lot, and the whole team of Speaker League, they also helped me a lot.
So what are the tips that they gave you to boost your confidence? Let me know that.
Yeah, sure. They told me to speak with us, within them, and things like that. They taught me about many things like vocabulary or the voice modulation, everything. Thanks both of you guys. You helped me a lot.
Oh, very nice. Continue with it. Yeah.
Madam.
So basically, I joined this when I came to get some of the books. Then Shreya Didi told me that Speaker League is there, so you want to join. So earlier I was not interested. I go
Honest. Okay.
So then after that, she only told me that join, see whether it's good or not. So then I said okay, let's see. So then I came. So then in the beginning I couldn't speak. So later on, time passed and everything changed, and so time could speak properly, or I can speak properly now. Basically I'm working for many environmental NGOs. I'm working over there, various plantations and all we work. So over there I can also help in speaking about awareness.
I got to know about Speaker League from Shreya only.
Great.
I know her from a very long time. So earlier she said me to join kar lo. So I'm like, no, we'll come every Saturday, like Manav only. So two of my friends, Sanchita and Trisha, they joined this club. Okay. So one class was over. So they came and told me कि बहुत अच्छा होता है, you should join, it will really improve. There are many people you'll come to know and meet. So I told Shreya even I want to join, so please make some arrangements, talk to ma'am, talk to someone. So from the next class, I could join. So earlier I used to hesitate talking in front of anyone. Even if you tell me to talk in front of two people, I know I would not have been able to talk. As I've chosen law as my career, many people used to tell me कि इसमें तो बहुत बोलना पड़ता है, you need to speak, you must learn to speak. So, I didn't take the things into mind. I was like, no, it's not necessary that you always speak. But after I joined this club, I guess that I have, I can speak in front of, now I speak in front of 15 unknown people I didn't know from the first day of my club. So it has increased a little bit of confidence in me. So I could even participate in many of my colleges' mood board competitions recently. I went. Yes. So I would never have thought that I would have gone there and spoke in front of eminent judges. So this time I went and I was really confident in my speaking. So I think that this club has helped me. And ma'am always at the end of the club, she always says positive messages and how to improve our speaking skills, keeping that in mind.
I could make that out because the speech that you said, even there, the previous one, you were talking about happiness and all the positivities. I could understand a lot of elements of ma'am coming in. Great. Great. Very nice.
Would you mind if I call you Didi?
Not at all. Please call. Yes.
Yes, what do you want to know?
So your journey, how have you been so confident since the beginning, or is it yahan aake hua?
No,
What is
the
it?
thing is, I've been decent in these one-to-one conversations, like the one we're having now.
Okay.
But I used to speak a lot on stage when I was in the 6th and 7th standard. Then I joined DPS and everything, hit the rock bottom. After that, in one or two occasions when I was asked to speak on stage, one thing that still haunts me is stammering. When I have a script, I'm good, but just if I have to say something impromptu, I start stammering, and it sounds very odd on stage. And about Speakers Week, my friend Vedant is not here. For a change, I have not got to know this club from either of them. So I was in a car going to another friend's birthday bash, and he told me, "एक जगह जाएगा?" I said, "कहाँ?" He said, "एक organization है, Adore India, वहाँ मैं internship कर रहा हूँ, certificate के लिए." I said, we have this tendency of cracking inter-community jokes, so he keeps on teasing me about being a Bangani and with Marwari. So I said, तुम मारू आदमी, तुम फ्री का चीज़ देखा चले जाएगा? तो नहीं चल मजा आएगा. सब लोग ग्रुप बना के आ रहे, like all of them are 3-4 people from the same institution. I said, मुझे बैकअप चाहिए, मतलब बैकअप चाहिए, मैं बैकअप देखो चल करते. And if I was at home, my mom would ask me to study, do this, do that, and free labor she gets. Nevertheless, so I said, chalo. So that's how I came here. Then first class I saw ma'am, and Vedant asked me, "Kaisa laga?" I said, "बहुत अच्छा लगा, next week आएगा." I said, "जरूर आऊँगा." And after that, the thing started, and now it's the last class, and I'm very sad. I really am. I get emotionally attached really.
This is just a beginning.
This is just a beginning.
Yes, it is just a beginning. The beginning is always today. The beginning is the most important part of the work. A story has no beginning or end arbitrarily. One chooses that moment of experience from which to look back or from which to look ahead. Be willing to be a beginner every single morning. The best is yet to come. Stay blessed.